Once upon a time, in a small town in Ohio, a young boy named Thomas Edison was born into a humble family. From an early age, Thomas was curious and full of questions. His mind was always buzzing with ideas, and he was fascinated by the world around him. But life wasn't easy for young Thomas. He struggled in school because his teachers didn't understand his restless energy. They called him slow and said he couldn't learn like the other children. His mother, however, believed in him. She knew Thomas was different, not slow but gifted, so she pulled him out of school and taught him at home. Under her guidance, Thomas began to thrive. His mother's faith in him was like a tiny flame, sparking the light of his imagination and fueling his passion for discovery. As a young teenager, Thomas worked various odd jobs to help his family. He sold newspapers and snacks on train, using every spare moment to read books and experiment with different inventions. But life wasn't kind to him. He faced numerous setbacks, one of the worst being when he almost lost his hearing after a train conductor pulled him up by his ear. Despite the challenge, Thomas never gave up. He simply saw his hearing loss as another obstacle to overcome. In his late teens, Thomas became obsessed with the idea of inventing something that would change the world. He rented a small laboratory and began experimenting with electricity. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. As Thomas worked tirelessly on creating the electric bulb, he faced failure after failure. His experiments often ended in disaster, with burnt wires and shattered glass littering his lab. But each time he failed, he learned something new, refusing to let defeat discourage him. His neighbors called him foolish, and even his friends began to doubt him. They couldn't understand why he wouldn't give up, but Thomas believed in his wisdom. He knew that if he just kept trying, he would eventually succeed. After thousands of failed attempts, some say over 10,000, Thomas finally succeeded in creating a light bulb that worked. The light was dim at first, but it stayed on. It was a small victory, but it was enough to ignite a flame of hope in his heart. With renewed determination, Thomas refined his invention, and soon the world was illuminated with the soft glow of electric light. Thomas Edison had done it. He had turned his struggles, sufferings, and failures to success. The world would never be the same again. His invention changed the course of history, and his story became a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come.
Failure is not the end. It is just a step on the path to success. Edison's life teaches us that perseverance, passion, and belief in oneself can overcome any obstacle. Through his relentless pursuit of knowledge, Thomas Edison taught the world that even in the darkest times, one small light can change everything.